Hello, beautiful Pisces. We're looking at your past today. Now, the thing that I've noticed the most of these cards that came out is the spiritual strength. And if you look at him in reverse, he looks like he's standing on his hands, on his head, right? If you look at it this way, it's like spiritual strength of just doing. But I think that what's here more than I can feel is that when it comes to your heart and your spirituality, which there's a lot of green and some purple surrounding it, is that in your past or in your life, you have had a lot of really standing on your head when it comes to these things, right? You've had to defend yourself. You've had to kind of turn yourself inside out, upside down when it comes to some of these things. The deception and envy. I feel there's jealousy. There's people not understanding. I'm going to say what I feel for this card. I feel that for maybe some of the parts are people that you've been growing up with. It could be people you're growing up with or school friends. I wouldn't call them friends, but maybe acquaintances when you grew up. Co-workers, people in your lives, you know, people, it could even be like the neighbor who's lived beside you for years and years. Just people that you've known for a very long time. This deception and envy card, and we're dealing with your life, your past, the people who's been in it. What I feel is that they've been feeding you a constant diet of making you believe that things have to be done differently for the world to work out the way you want it to, okay? It could be as easy or as simple as, well, you need to school for, you know, this amount of years and get into student debt for this amount of years, and then you work and you pay off, and then you have to pay off the house, and then you have to this and that and retire. You know, this is the way it is done, okay? Like, what are you talking about, you know, doing light work or stuff, or you know, like being a spiritual advisor or a Reiki healer, or, and probably saying it wrong there, Reiki, whatever, anyway, you guys, you know, and then, or just, you know, a yoga instructor, or somebody who's like spiritual liberating their past, you know, one of these, anyway, whatever you're doing, okay, healing with diet type of person, you know, they're going, you're not going to get anywhere with that, you know, like, this is for the older generation of us that I'm hearing is going to relate to this. Maybe the younger generation, maybe you guys not less. You're getting fed more of a narrative that you can do anything now. So, this is good, but you may not be able to understand fully how it's been like for people of our generation, that we've been through all of these different levels, and now we're into a level of that we can be who we maybe always aspired to be, but what we were always told that you can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to use this. This is like deception and envy. In other words, it's like if people are seeing that you have discarded the stuff that they told you couldn't do, or the conditioning, you have let go of the conditioning that no longer fits, and that you're co-creating again with other people who have the same kind of like-minded stuff going on. It may be very hard for people who are still stuck in these ways to feel the growth that you're doing, okay, to acknowledge it, to accept it. But it's not up to you to help them accept it. It's up to you to live your best life. Okay? So we're talking about your past. So Spirit is talking about how these things may have affected you in the ways of before. I'm taking I think this is the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. Yeah. I'm taking witches and herbal and medicinal stuff because witches were persecuted for the longest time, right? I mean, when I was young, I was taught that, you know, witches were bad, you know, they cast evil spells on people, and you know, a lot of, now you look online or you look on YouTube and you see kitchen witches, which basically means they use herbs and around the kitchen to help the body and you know, the spirit live together. So It's the messenger of the earth. I mean, just saying that, okay? It's like using the earth's energy is like where these witches are facilitating the earth's energy to bring in healing and nourishment to the body. So this is again something, you know, that persecuted, well, no, we don't want any of that. And then now it is, you have become like a messenger of energies, of earth, of air, of wind, of fire, of all of these things, okay? You decide to go another way, okay? Even if you did it quietly, even if you didn't acknowledge it to anybody for many, many years, you were still this person inside. You were still this person who was using everything around you to make it a better place, okay? Abiding to the rules of what society had put on, but still kind of on the side being who you were always meant to be. So you never lost that connection to it. I like that. You never lost that connection to who you were. Okay. Now the thing is that this past now is, although the world is changing and you can be more, and let's face it, if you're older like me, a lot of those people might be gone already. But you are now a witch of the air and the 6 of water. I like this. Okay. You are now becoming more who you're supposed to be. Witch of air is the Queen of Swords for me. Okay? The Queen of Swords. She's the one who suffered a lot. This is the energy that she brings forward in these readings. She's somebody who's had to deal with a lot. Okay? A lot of great loss, a lot of great sorrow, a lot of great criticism over the years, and has shown a lot of strength of character and a lot of independence. Okay? Very intelligent, very self-aware. Very much falling into the teacher of things. Okay? You have the 6 of water here. I'm going to look that up. It's usually the 6 of cups, but it looks very interesting as the image is showing. It gives me the impression that some have, I don't know. It's written diving deep, and I like that. So, of course, this is a cormorant, and he's diving into, he's plunging and darting in a school of fish. Okay. The water, the seabird's feather, the fish's scales, bubbles of rising air, and unexpected light, all glisten, sparkle, and move. And again, we had air here, and we have air here again. Okay. They're even mentioning it. Water is the ever-changing flow of life. Whole worlds live within it. The messages, the stories, the lives that it holds are always moving. Water itself is always moving, swirling and changing, dissolving and creating anew. And this is what we're doing. We went from an old way of thinking into a very new way of thinking. Okay? Life lives and dies and lives again. So, I feel that this is talking about old ways of thinking die, new ways of thinking live. You know, like it's a constant renewal of things. Fish becoming bird, bird becoming prayer, prayer becoming manifestation, manifestation coming to life. The waters of life are always moving. Let go with the flow. So, usually this is the 6 of water for me, 6 of cups. It has to do with childlike. But since I'm using as an oracle, yeah. Deception and envy. You may be able to see how these people have reacted to you before. I'm hearing you've known. This is about, I feel that you've always known. I feel that you can look back on yourself and know who you were. And that you've always been who you are. I know it sounds strange, but that's what I feel like. I feel like you've always known who you are, Pisces. You've never had to wonder who you are. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Goddess of air. Where are they? Where are they, Pisces? I'm trying to find the Witch of Air. I'm pretty sure like that's what I'm feeling anyway. But I just want to check because, you know, I'm that person. Oh, there it is. Whirling a bull roar that makes the winds howl and blow, the Witch of Air spins her ecstatic enchantments into being. Amid the seeming tumult of sound and motion, her mind is clear. Her feathered cloak opens as she whirls, chanting visions into form. A lunar moth, a blossoming rose, a sigh of surrender, a starry night. Wings extended to encompass the world, the Witch of Air sings her spells to summon dreams into being. She is making magic. Her mind and heart are in harmony. The song she sings is love. It's very nice. It's very nice for the Queen of Swords. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So just to keep going, I'll read the Messenger of Earth for you. They're very different as in how she perceives in this deck. Okay. So, the reindeer seer, the messenger of Earth, stands beside her beloved companion and guide. The world is snow-covered and painted with blue shadows cast by the distant sun. The seer is young to have the gift of sight, but it's because she is young that she's able to see the future clearly. Civilization has not tied the blindfold of distraction and conformity over her eyes, and that's what I was talking about. You've always known. It's always been within you. Her gift is a heavy burden. That's what I feel as well, right? The heavy burden. But she does, it's impossible. She sees it's possible to shape the future. She will say what she sees. Will the world listen? See, this is what I mean. You're incorrupt. You will not be corrupted by everything you've heard. Even now, at this point in your life, you know who you are. You know what you want to be. You've always been this, okay? It may have changed slightly in the way that you're bringing it forward, but it hasn't changed enough for you to lose the dream. I hope that makes sense. Right. Beautiful cards. A lot of strength. I love holding the vision, holding the dream, even through, you know, people telling you that, you know, it's not world. Yeah. You want to get to your culmination. You want to get to everything that you've learned. You want to put it into practice because you've learned so much. I feel that people underestimate you, Pisces, a lot. Yep. King of Cups. They don't know just how much knowledge you've retained over the years, how much you've held on to that's important to you. Through all the chaos, through everything that's been going on, you've stayed true to being who you are. You still have that spark of beauty, that beautiful, flowing fish. You're still there, okay? Even if some people may not have seen it, or you even have not shown it to the world, but I feel that it's time. It's time. All of this week has been about coming out and showing your true colors. So you have the Prince of Wands. No, that's the Prince of, I'm sorry, the Prince of Pentacles. Construction. Has a lot to do with the messenger of the earth is what I'm feeling. I feel that you're always building something new in your mind. You may be tearing things apart and rebuilding things constantly, making it better, adapting it to the situations. It makes you the constant, the ever constant apprentice. I have such a hard time with that word. The Magician's Apprentice. Alright. For a fire, completion. And with it came the Priest, which is the Hierophant card. So you're very grateful that the things of the past, okay, because for me the Priest is the conditioned learnings, the religions that are founded in, you know, rock, let's just say, you know, thou shalt not ever, and that shall never change, okay? I feel like sometimes it's called thou shalt not have an open mind, but that's, you know, that's my take on it, but that's where that card represents to me. It also represents the other part of it, which is as soon as you let go of that, you can actually take the time to know that you've completed a very important stage in your life, okay? That you've let go of all of this stuff. The spiritual strength card that came in here to me is that you've had to protect your spirit or your spiritual path from everything that's come in. You do have a very steady foundation. You have the 4 sticks that makes the nice table, that gives something a really great foundation for anything to sit on, okay? But now you have to take it a step further. You have to shake it off. You have to shake off all that past stuff that's come in, okay? I love this card. It feels like you've been there for so long and it's been so hard. I feel so tired in this reading, Pisces. I feel like I've done the unseen battle spiritually. I've defended myself. I've shielded myself so that people wouldn't take away that spark that made me who I am. And I'm talking like I'm talking for you. I feel that in your past you've always just tried to hold on to that core spark of who you are. Yeah, I feel tired. I feel tired, lack of sleep. There's that. You've been down the road of despair. You have been plucked out of water a few times. Okay, that's the other part that I was getting to Cormorant with the fish, grabbing that fish. It feels like you've been. It almost felt like you came to the edge of extinction. Sometimes spiritually. This is for people who've been down this road a few times and have felt a little bit, yeah, a little bit like they've been put through the ringer. Yeah. Underneath the deck is oppression. Yeah. This has been a great burden for you. I feel that some of you are just tired. You're just tired. I'm going to say this to you right now. Take care of yourself with this, okay? It's okay to be careful who you share your energy with at this point. It's okay to tell people who suck the energy out of you, to tell them, I need a break. Okay? I need a break because you can even tell them, my energy levels are really low and I need to replenish them. Like I'm really like, you know, I'm spent and I need time to replenish, even if it's just being with myself, even if it's floating in water, being by water, walking in the grass, I don't know, listening to your favorite tune, taking a very nice nap. I mean, honestly, I'm feeling it, Pisces. I'm feeling like you need the time off from the people who are just sucking your life energy out of you. This may very well be people that have always been around you. Yeah. No, you need a break. You definitely need a break. There's break time needed here. Very important. If you need to lay down to rest, do it. Yeah, my energy's depleted. I feel like my energy is being sucked right out of me, honestly. So it's, you need rest. You need rest. You need rest, and you need to know that it's time for you to walk away from this type of daily energetic vampire energy, whatever that is, you know. You need people that are able to help infuse more energy, or at least work in their own energies without affecting yours. And at this point, why is the past so hard to let go of, Pisces? Why are some of these people so hard to let go? They must be family or something, right? They must be family. Yarrow, open. I just saw somebody doing online. I just saw somebody on YouTube cutting yarrow flowers. I'm not sure what they were doing. I would love to learn more. This is one thing I would love to learn.